Welcome back. You're still watching the breakfast show. The Red Sea cities of Hurghada and Sharm el-Sheikh were listed among the best tourist destinations worldwide in 2022, according to the world's largest travel guidance platform, TripAdvisor. And to shed more light on this topic, we are joined over the phone by Dr. Yehia Abdul, the tourism expert. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
How are you? What are the recent trends have you observed in the safari tourism and the winter travel in Egypt?
Well, Egypt really enjoys, like extensive facilities and attractions for the safari excursions and tours. Like we have South Sinai, which is like Dahab, Nuweiba, and Sharm el-Sheikh as well, and then we have the Red Sea mountain chain, like going all the way from Safaga up to Hurghada and Marsa Alam into the south and Halayb as well. And then in the western desert we have like Siwa, and we have Wadi Gilid and the White Desert as well. So Egypt enjoys extensive attractions and facilities for excursions and safaris year-round.
Well, Doctor, how has the tourist occupancy increased in Sharm el-Sheikh and the St. Catherine in the recent years?
Well, really, the winter season in Egypt, enjoy international inflows of world travelers at this time of the year, starting from October up to March, so really it is full capacity, as we witness, from the occupancy rates, accounted and stated by international hotel corporations and airlines and tour operators organizations as well. So we have a good season this year, and inshallah, and we'll, by the end of December, we'll be reaching nearly 15 million visitors, inshallah.
Yes, sure. Concerning the key factors for the revival, what are the main reasons behind the revival of the safari tourism here in Egypt, in your point of view?
Well, safari tourism really, in Egypt and Africa, for example, we still have Kenya and Tanzania and South Africa, Qader Park. They range from 1 day to 7 nights to 10 nights as well. And Egypt has the facilities because of the Sahara, extensive Sahara, East and West and Sinai as well. And it's so colorful, and challenging and adventurous. So visitors can enjoy, half day, full day, or even, when they have camping site, they can stay for 3-4 nights. And many locations in Egypt, especially in Siwa and Wadi Gilid and White Desert, there are hundreds of thousands of visitors who annually like to camp in this location year-round.
Well, Doctor, how have the government initiatives and private investments contributed to this growth in Egypt?
A large number of tour operators in Egypt now really are, specializing in providing services for the safari excursion, sightseeing, and tours. Some they go to the Fayoum, Eastern and Western Desert, between Qina and Qusair, and then same thing, in Luxor. So the government and the private sector are offering excellent services and provides facilities for world travelers to come and enjoy their stay at these unique destinations, because it was ecotourism. It's very pristine and clear. So world travelers, they enjoy it, as well as, major airlines and hotel corporations work closely to provide excellent services for safari goers.
Well, Doctor, also there is a unique destinations here in Egypt. What makes Egypt's safari experiences unique compared to the other destinations in the world?
Well, safari in Egypt is different, from Africa, like Kenya and Tanzania, because we have forests and jungles and wildlife as well. So safaris in Egypt only, like satisfied with the extensive Sahara, the valleys, the mountains, the hills, and the chain of, like for example in southern Sinai as well. So in Egypt is colorful because they can mix between the cultural tourism, like visiting locations in Cairo, Luxor, Aswan, and resorts in Red Sea and southern Sinai. So it's like an excellent blend for a traveler to enjoy safari tours as well as classic tours throughout Egypt.
Yes, and talking about the sustainability efforts, are there any eco-friendly or sustainable initiatives being implemented in safari tourism?
Yes, the Ministry of Tourism, has a division for sustainable tourism, and they've been working tirelessly for the past 10 years to emphasize and impact this. And that's why we have growing numbers of visitors worldwide who come to Egypt to enjoy the safari excursions, sightseeing, and tours, and explorers and adventures as well. We have one of the Egyptian pioneers, Amr, he was doing the Red Sea mountain chains, and it was listed in National Geographic as well. So
yes.
Really we're doing well in this type of tourism currently now.
Yes, sure. Okay, and how are the local the communities benefiting from this resurgence, in your point of view?
Well, really one of the objectives, and targets of safari goers, they like to mix, and blend with the local environment, and residents they go to, in southern Sinai, they mix with the Bedouins, they eat their cuisine for about 4 or 5 days, and they start buying, the heritage items they produce, herbal medicine, for example, so that they like to experience the pristine life of inhabitants of the desert, whether in Sinai, Eastern Desert, or Western Oasis in Egypt as well.
Okay, as we know that Sharm el-Sheikh, Hurghada, and St. Catherine is a destination spotlight. Why have Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada become top the destinations for the winter tourism in Egypt, especially these two?
Well, because the warm, weather, the temperature over there is excellent. It's hot in the summer, but it's so mild and warm in the winter. That's why when it is sub-zero, in Europe and some locations in Asia as well, for example Russia, Poland, Central Europe as well, and Italy and Switzerland and Germany. So all of them, they escape the chilling weather over there, and they come to stay for 10 days, 2 weeks, to protect themselves from the chilling weathers in their homeland. And here in Egypt, it's so mild, as well as, remember the Nile cruises up in the Nile between Luxor and Aswan is an excellent haven for world travelers.
Well, Dr. Yehia, what role does St. Catherine play in attracting the culture and adventure tourists? As we know, this is a very good destination, and all the tourists come from all over the world to see it.
Well, St. Catherine, holds, a special value because, it's a very holy and prestigious and sacred locations where Moses, Prophet Moses received the Ten Commandments. And we have the St. Catherine Monastery, which is, respected and venerated by all religions. And the location of there is very, spiritual and pristine as well. So world travelers, they like to go there and climb the mountain Sinai and enjoy the, the safari tours, which is in the neighborhood where they can mix with the Bedouins and experience their life and enjoy this unique experience.
Yes, concerning the activities and the attractions, what are the most popular activities the tourists can enjoy in these locations during the winter, rather than the safari?
Which locations?
what are the most popular activities tourists can enjoy in these locations during the winter?
You mean like Sharm el-Sheikh and
Yes,
Hurghada?
Sharm el-Sheikh and yes, Hurghada and St. Catherine, yes.
Well, of course, many of them, like to swim and dive and enjoy the, the aquatics over there and take sea cruises, and some of them go fishing as well. So the mix, between marine life and beach life, and enjoying the activities, where it is recreational, athletic, and they spend an excellent holidays in that neighborhood.
Okay, and the economic and the culture impact. How has the increase in the tourist occupancy impacted the local economy?
Well, of course, when we have, over 70% occupancy in these hotel accommodations in the Red Sea region in southern Sinai, this is an excellent indicator because the hotel corporations, they benefit, and the tour operators and the airlines and the restaurants and the shopping. So all the network, of tourism services providers, they benefit when we have inflows of international tourism, regional tourism, and local tourism as well.
Okay, and concerning the new job opportunities have emerged in this region, are they increasing in Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada and St. Catherine?
Yeah, definitely yes. Nearly 65% of the hotel accommodations in Egypt are located between Hurghada and Sharm el-Sheikh. Over 120,000 hotel rooms and accommodation facilities. So this provides, jobs for the workers inside the hotels and those who provide services, shopping, transportation, facilities, tour guiding, outside the hotel corporations as well.
Well, Doctor, also we have to talk also about the culture preservation. How is the revival of the tourism helping to preserve the local Bedouin and the for other culture traditions in Egypt?
Of course, in Egypt and worldwide, when you have international inflow of tourists, even local and regional, international, they visit a destination. So the Bedouins, they have, in the Sahara and the desert, farmers and Fayoum, fishermen in Ismailia and Suez, they are not going to change, the lifestyle. So they keep, the traditions and habits and customs, and that's what the visitors enjoy, to see these people conducting their daily life, and that's why they visit the location and spend 2 or 3 nights and start, shopping and entertaining.
Okay, Doctor, are there any specific efforts to educate the tourists for the history and the culture of these areas? There is a lot of means and ways to let them know.
Well, international visitors to Egypt, when they plan for a trip or a voyage, so they plan ahead. So they start, getting materials in their own language, knowing about the geography, the history, all the features of the country and the type of culture, the region they are going to visit. And of course, when they come to Egypt, now we have a museum in Hurghada, we have a museum in Sharm el-Sheikh, we even have a museum at the Cairo airport. And then we have the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir, the Fustat Museum and the Grand Egyptian. So, of course, when they come to Egypt, one of the major, targets and objectives of the trip is the culture, recognition of the country and visiting its facilities. So they come with a good background and they enjoy the tours and the facilities.
Okay, Doctor, what are the future plans to further promote the safari tourism and the winter travel to Egypt, finally?
Well, the plan is really to provide excellent services for winter travelers In Egypt, we have 30 international airports now, but this needs to be doubled at least, because over 90% of our travelers, they arrive via air, like airline. So when we double the capacity of airline, we are going to have more visitors and will generate more facilities and job creation and attractions for Egypt, and will make visitors happy and pleasant, inshallah.
Dr. Yehia Abdul, the tourism expert, thank you so much for joining us on Nile TV International. It was our pleasure. And by this, we come to the end of our breakfast show for today. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. This is Sahar Talal.